Spiritual awakening, an intensely personal journey, unfolds differently for everyone. This transformative process is as unique as our fingerprints, shaped by our individual experiences, beliefs, and perceptions. It's an intimate dance between the soul and the universe, a dance that thrives on authenticity and free will. Imagine the spiritual awakening as a seed nestled in the heart of each person. This seed remains dormant until the right conditions are met, a combination of personal readiness, life experiences, and the unique rhythm of one's soul. It's a seed that cannot be forced to sprout, for its growth is governed by an internal clock that ticks to the beat of one's personal journey. A spiritual awakening is not a destination, but a journey. It's a profound inner transformation that shifts your perception, opening your eyes to the deeper dimensions of life. It often occurs when one least expects it, in the quiet moments of introspection or during times of profound change. It's a journey that demands patience, for it unfolds in its own time, at its own pace. The importance of readiness and willingness for such a journey cannot be overstated. It's like embarking on a voyage across an ocean. One must be prepared for the voyage, willing to face the challenges that lie ahead, and open to the lessons that the journey will bring. Pushing someone into this journey without their consent is like setting sail in a storm. It's not just counterproductive, it's potentially dangerous. Spiritual awakening is a deeply personal and individual experience. It's a journey of self-discovery, of unveiling the true self that lies beneath the layers of our conditioned selves. It's about coming home to oneself, about finding peace and contentment within. It's a journey that should be embarked upon voluntarily, with an open heart and a curious mind. Remember, no two spiritual journeys are alike, and forcing someone on this path can be more harmful than beneficial. Just as a butterfly must struggle out of its cocoon to strengthen its wings, each person must navigate their own spiritual awakening. Respect this journey, honor its individuality, and allow it to unfold naturally. Firstly, forcing spiritual awakening can lead to misinterpretation and misunderstanding. When spiritual teachings are imposed on someone who isn't ready, it's like handing over a map to a traveler who doesn't even know they're on a journey. They may end up lost, even more confused than before. Spiritual concepts are profound and complex, requiring a certain level of personal readiness to be fully grasped. When forced, these teachings can be misunderstood, leading to a distorted view of spirituality. What's more, this confusion can cause an individual to feel alienated or disillusioned, which could potentially harm their overall well-being. It's like trying to read a book in a language you don't understand. The essence is lost, and all you're left with is meaningless symbols. Hence, spiritual awakening should happen naturally, when the individual is ready. It's a profound journey of self-discovery that cannot be rushed or imposed. Secondly, forced spiritual awakening can cause psychological distress. Imagine being thrust into an unfamiliar realm without consent or preparation. The sudden exposure to profound spiritual concepts and experiences can be overwhelming, leading to anxiety and even depression. The individual may grapple with existential questions that they're not ready to face, causing further mental and emotional turmoil. Moreover, this forced awakening can lead to feelings of isolation. As their worldview shifts, they may find it challenging to relate to their previous social circles, causing them to feel alone and misunderstood. This isolation can exacerbate the anxiety and depression already brewing within them. It's crucial to remember that a spiritual journey is a deeply personal and introspective process. It should be soothing, enlightening, and transformative. When it's forced, the journey can become a source of distress rather than a path to enlightenment. Spiritual journeys should be soothing and enlightening, not distressing. Thirdly, forced awakenings can lead to resistance, lack of authenticity, and spiritual bypassing. Imagine being thrust into a cold pool without prior warning. Your immediate reaction is resistance, a natural response to sudden, unexpected change. Similarly, when spiritual awakening is forced upon someone, it often triggers a defensive response, hindering their spiritual growth rather than fostering it. They may, consciously or unconsciously, resist the spiritual truths being presented, creating a barrier that obstructs their path to enlightenment. Moving on, a forced spiritual awakening can also result in a lack of authenticity. When individuals are coerced into a spiritual journey, they may feel compelled to feign experiences or emotions that they do not truly understand or resonate with. This pretense does not serve their spiritual growth. Rather, it undermines it. Authenticity is the cornerstone of any spiritual journey. Pretending to have profound spiritual experiences or adopting spiritual practices without genuine understanding or personal connection can lead to an artificial, hollow spiritual journey, devoid of true growth and understanding. Lastly, let's touch upon spiritual bypassing. This term refers to the practice of using spiritual beliefs to avoid dealing with challenging emotions, unresolved wounds, and fundamental personal and societal issues. It's like putting a band-aid on a deep wound and pretending it's healed. When spiritual awakening is forced, individuals may resort to spiritual bypassing as a coping mechanism. They might use their supposed spiritual advancement as an excuse to avoid confronting personal issues, thereby bypassing essential elements of genuine spiritual growth. In essence, resistance, lack of authenticity, and spiritual bypassing are potential pitfalls of forcing someone into a spiritual awakening. These factors can distort the individual's spiritual journey, leading them away from true growth and understanding. Thus, spiritual awakening must be a genuine and voluntary process. It should be an organic unfolding, a journey embarked upon willingly and navigated with authenticity and awareness. Only then can it truly facilitate personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. Other reasons include unpreparedness, disorientation, false enlightenment, dependency, and violation of personal freedom. Let's start with unpreparedness. Forcing a spiritual awakening on someone can lead to an overwhelming flood of emotions and revelations. If the individual is not ready for this, they may feel lost, scared, and anxious. It's like being thrown into the deep end of a pool without knowing how to swim. This unpreparedness can cause more harm than good, leading to distress rather than enlightenment. Disorientation is another major concern. The journey of spiritual awakening can be a disorienting process, filled with unfamiliar concepts and experiences. One needs to find their own way through this labyrinth. When forced, it can leave the individual feeling lost and confused, unable to make sense of their experiences. Now let's talk about false enlightenment. The spiritual path is a journey of discovery, not a destination to be rushed. Forcing someone into spiritual awakening can result in a superficial understanding of spirituality. This false enlightenment is like a mirage, appearing to be profound, but lacking the depth and wisdom of genuine spiritual growth. Dependency is yet another issue. When someone is pushed into a spiritual awakening, they may become dependent on the person guiding them. They may feel unable to navigate their spiritual path without this guidance, leading to a lack of self-reliance. This can stifle their personal growth and hinder their spiritual independence. Lastly, forcing a spiritual awakening is a violation of personal freedom. Everyone has the right to choose their own path in life, including their spiritual journey. Forcing this process on someone infringes on this fundamental right, disrespecting their individuality and autonomy. In conclusion, spiritual awakening is a personal journey that should be undertaken voluntarily and at one's own pace. Each one of us is like a unique piece in a grand cosmic puzzle. We must find our own place in it, not be forced into a slot where we do not belong. Let's remember the wise words of Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Let that step be taken willingly, not under duress. As we've seen, forcing someone into spiritual awakening can be harmful and counterproductive. It's a journey that unfolds naturally, at its own pace, and in its own time. We've explored 10 reasons why spiritual awakening should be a personal and voluntary journey, each one underscoring the importance of respecting individual paths and timelines. We've delved into the dangers of misinterpretation and misunderstanding, the potential for psychological distress, and the pitfalls of resistance, lack of authenticity, and spiritual bypassing. We've also highlighted the risks linked with unpreparedness, disorientation, false enlightenment, dependency, and the violation of personal freedom. Through this exploration, we've seen that spiritual awakening is not a one-size-fits-all journey, but a deeply personal experience that should be navigated with care and respect for the individual's readiness and willingness. Forcing this process could lead to more harm than good, and may even hinder one's spiritual growth. As the renowned spiritual teacher Eckhart Tolle once said, "Spiritual awakening is about discovering what's true. Anything that's not about getting to the truth must be discarded." This powerful quote serves as a reminder that the journey to spiritual awakening is about seeking truth, not imposing it. In the end, it all comes down to understanding, patience, and respect. Spiritual awakening is not a race or a competition. It's a personal journey that unfolds in its own time and in its own way. Each person's journey is unique and should be nurtured, not forced. If you found this video helpful, please share it with others. Spread the understanding that spiritual awakening is a personal journey, not a race. Like this video to help us reach more people, and subscribe to our channel for more enlightening content. Every like, share, and subscription helps us in our mission to promote understanding and respect for individual spiritual journeys. Remember, spiritual awakening is a personal journey, not a race.